Presley, and I work at the Soap Opera Grill just right here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I want to make sure you come in and see me. I'm the girl that waits on tables, waiting for the tables to turn. And yesterday I was working on the counter part. That's my favorite spot. I get the most tips. So my favorite truck driver come in, and he don't look like a regular truck driver. He's small in stature, and he sits on a pillow in the truck anyway. They call him Peanut. So he come in and sat down and ordered his ham and eggs and homemade biscuits and gravy and a big old cup of coffee. So while he's eating, in the meantime, 3 motorcycle people came in. They parked the motorcycles outside, and one sat on one side of Peanut and 2 sat on the other side. Well, while Peanut was eating his breakfast, one of the guys, they were snickering at him to start with because he had on his truck driving coat and his hat, and he was so scrawny. So they snickered. And then one of them reached over and took his biscuit, took a bite of it and put it back on the plate. And the man on the other side picked up a piece of bacon, and then the other fellow reached over and picked up his coffee cup. So Peanut sat right there eating, didn't say a word. And then after a while, he paid his bill, gave me a $5 tip, and got up and walked out. And the motorcycle gang, that's what I call them, they said, "Hey, waitress, he wasn't much of a man, was he?" I said, "Well, he wasn't much of a truck driver either. He just ran over 3 motorcycles." And I bet you they don't do that again. And so sometimes the customers step on our last nerve, you know. Before I forget, I want to invite y'all in on Wednesdays. That's when we have our You Kill It, We Grill It special. You can bring in your possums, or you can catch a fish at the lake, and bring in whatever critters you can, and there's no charge, but you do have to pay for the sides, so come on in for that. Now, I want to give you some pet peeves that gets on food service nerves, and this is for the diners, so when you come in, maybe you can keep this in mind. Don't wave at me like I'm an airplane. I see you sitting at the table. And don't bang a spoon on your coffee cup to get my attention. I tell you what, table hoppers get on our nerves, and we just don't like that. So this is especially for church folks with a party of 10, running my legs off, and then leaving a $3 tip and a pamphlet. Please don't do that. And that little $3 tip is for the whole table of 10. And then when we try to take your order, and the customer's yapping on the cell phone, and then pointing at the menu, please don't do that. And also coming in the restaurant 15 minutes before closing time. And please don't put your dirty dishes on a clean table next to where you're sitting. I know y'all haven't done that, but in case you know somebody that does, this is for you. Please don't pull straws out of my apron. And don't shake your glass for a refill instead of politely asking for one. Here's something else get on the nerves. Snap, "Hey, waitress," to get our attention. And then when you walk past the wait to be seated sign, and then you plop down at a table, and then wonder why you have not been waited on. And the waitress probably don't even know that you're sitting in the section yet. I know this is not for everybody. Campers, people who finish eating and hog the booth while they sit there, play with a cell phone, and stay on the tablet for another hour. So, also, when you keep the waitress pen after you sign the bill. And then letting toddlers just walk around the restaurant, that gets on our nerves. And making a mess on the table, and then unpeeling all the little sugar things, and leaving paper and piles of sugar on the floor. And please don't grab drinks off my tray. And then when you come in the restaurant, if you got 10 minutes to get to the airport, eating in the restaurant that day is not for you. And then asking for to-go containers and not using them. That gets on our nerves. Here's the big one. Telling the waitress, hey, your tip's going to be on the credit card. And then you go up there to pay and you put 0. You tell the cashier, oh, the tip's on the table. I know y'all haven't done that. And then, not asking for what you need all at one time, but asking the waitress for one item at a time. Bring me some ketchup. So she's very busy, comes back with the ketchup. Oh my goodness, can you bring the steak sauce? And then she does that. Oh, we need more napkins. And then she does that. And I don't control the thermostat. If you're too hot, take your sweater off. If you're too cold, bring a sweater in. I just work here and serve food. And don't blame it on me that your steak is too done. You ordered it well done. What do you expect? I am not the cook. I just take orders, like I said, and work here and I serve food. And another thing, quit griping at me that your food is taking too long. You should have left home early. And most of my customers are great, but there's always some people that step on your last nerves. So I hope some of this helps you out, especially the church crowd. Now I have a book which is called Kiss My Grits. And you can find it on Amazon and Kindle. So it makes a great gift item for yourself, other food servers, and diners. And it's got inspirational poems in it and things to make you laugh and things that get on our nerves. And this is what my book looks like. The Soap Opera Grill. And you can find it on Amazon Kindle. If you would like to have an autographed copy, just find Sybil Presley on Facebook, and then I'll give you the details about that. It's the Soap Opera Grill. And it's got, poems from a Southern waitress. Like I said, things that get on the food servers' nerves and with the diners, and it's got inspirational poems and a lot of humor. So here's one of the poems that's in my book by the title, Kiss My Grits. I'm the girl that waits on tables and I'm working for a tip. So place your order from the menu and don't give me any lip. I don't want to hear about your troubles, your heartaches or your pain. Just tell me what you want to eat and please don't complain. You're eating at the greasy spoon and this is not the Ritz. If you don't like my service, you can kiss my grits. Don't bang your spoon on the coffee cup. Don't scream at me and holler. And run me all around the restaurant with a wrinkled up dollar. Don't wave and flap your arms and flag me down like a plane. Quit yelling, hey waitress, Sybil Presley is my name. You're not the only one that's eating, so don't sit there and whine. Quit pounding on the table, fool, like you've lost your mind. You're eating at the greasy spoon, and this is not the Ritz. So if you don't like my service, you can kiss my grits. Don't get nervous and you'll get service. Don't give me no lip, just leave me your tip. Of course I say this in fun, sort of. And I'm so happy you're going to get my book. But you know what, we're going to have equal time. So I'm going to give you some things that get on your, customers' nerves when y'all come in. Servers that go missing in action. Servers that snatch your plate away before you enjoy your last bite. Dirty silverware wrapped in napkins. When food servers jump into our table conversations, I just don't, I'm also a customer, so I got to agree with y'all. I don't like that. And then when you go in the restrooms, there's no toilet paper. guess they expect you to drip dry. And when your shoes stick to the floors. And then when the busboys mops around my table with strong smelling bleach. When servants don't ask back for your drink for refills there. And they hate stove top stuffing instead of cornbread dressing. And then charging $6 for a skinny piece of pie, or your fried eggs swimming in grease. Then you ask for crispy bacon and it's limp, or flies buzzing around the window. And the music's too loud to hold conversation. And then not letting me know, the customer says, that the tip is on the bill, so you tip them twice. And then customers hate standing in line 20 minutes waiting to be seated, and there are 5 empty tables. So I just wanted to encourage you to also feed your soul. God has a buffet in there in the restaurant, just like a physical buffet. And you know, when we go through the buffets, we get what we want usually. But at God's buffet, you need to take hold and eat everything that's on there. In Proverbs 15:17 says, better is a dish of vegetables where love is than a fat ox served with hatred. And then Psalms 102 is my waitress. I like to claim that, for the waitress scripture. Serve the Lord with gladness and come before his presence with singing. And like I said, on a regular buffet, we choose the food that we like and that caters to our appetite. But on the spiritual buffet, be sure to get a bowl of the fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Take some broccoli of forgiveness, grab some Brussels sprouts of forgetfulness, and forget the wrong that people has done. Eat the cauliflower of kindness, so you can also sip on the soup of self-denial. And we can't just go through the dessert bar and pick out all the scriptures that make us feel good. We got to take the whole Bible. So you can look up some scriptures in the Bible. There's hundreds of them that actually can remind you of food. I want to close this with the service prayer that's also in my book. Lord, be with me in my job today. Let the other workers see by the way I do my job that you are leading me. Guide my temper and my speech and the things that make me laugh. Help me never to be lazy or do my job by half. Help me to submit to my boss and all who have authority over me. Help me not to complain and pout if with them I disagree. Give me patience when I wait on customers and keep a cheerful smile on my face. Let enthusiasm be in my voice and my conversation seasoned with grace. May Jesus always be seen in me by those that I affect. Let me treat my fellow workers with kindness and respect. May I be honest and industrious, and in my duties never shirk. May the world know that I'm a Christian by the way I do my work. I want to thank you for paying attention to me today, and I want to invite you to visit my organic, all-natural health products website. We also have organic weight loss coffee and wonderful all-natural health products. Go to shoplivegood.com/Sybil Presley. That is shoplivegood.com/Sybil Presley. And y'all come see me at the Soap Opera Grill. Bon appetit. Here is the mystery man, Eric Patton, with Life Lessons, Illusions.
Hey, this is Apostle Eric Patton, and I'm standing in front of a stop sign. Whenever you see a stop sign, that means to stop. Now, what's actually stopping you from going forward in life? Let me show you an illusion with a stop sign and this sheep. I'm going to stand behind the stop sign. Now, you notice that I cannot go forward because this stop sign is blocking me. Now, what's stopping you? The negative people stop you. Dream killers, dream stealers are stopping. But watch, if I raise the sheep once, raise it twice, I'm still behind the stop sign. If I raise it a third time, notice what happens when I come back. Now you notice that I've actually came through the stop sign. What I want you to do is this here. Stop allowing dream killers and dream stealers, even your own thinking, to stop you from going forward. God has placed on the inside of you everything you need to succeed. God bless you now. This is Apostle Eric Patton.